Yeah, it's Friday. You know, get on in here. Let me give you some of this. Some of these good solutions. You've been hydrating your body. Hopefully, you have been. But how to automate sustainable good health, your bills, and how to create a brand new lifestyle. That's what was on my mind today in terms of me working out, right? I was working out, and I said, I'm going to share this information because a lot of people be sharing information, and I appreciate it. I love the videos. I love to learn. I love being abreast of, what's going on in the world because it allows me to see more purpose, for me sharing these health and economical solutions, right? Now, everything is not for everybody, but not because it's not for everybody. It's because some things people are just not for, you see. So you could have an opportunity, a golden opportunity, and that could help practically any and everybody. But everybody's not going to see it as a good fit, right? But if you're the type of person that, first and foremost, you care about the quality of your health, your day-to-day health, your day-to-day living, your quality of living, and if you knew that you had something in your possession that could help the people around you, your loved ones, your associates, your colleagues, your peers in a social group, even right here on social media, because this is a form of community. A lot of people are you in a lot of groups just like myself. You follow pages, you having discussions, you direct messaging, you're still influencing and having an impact on other people's lives each and every day, whether you realize it or not. So if you're the type of person that you love true value, you value true value, and you like helping other people, this is an opportunity for you. If you're the type of person saying, hey, you know what? I don't want to deal with people. I don't like people. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to help other people. Then, even though this could be for you, then it's not a good fit for you. It depends on the type of personality and what type of person you are. I'm the type of person that even though I know I can't save the whole world, I probably can't even save half the world. But you know what I can do? I can have a positive impact on the lives of the people who I come in contact with and who come in contact with me. I get joy and I find value in knowing that when I encounter other people and they begin to tell me about their problems, even though I cannot make a decision for them to do something, I still have true value to share. Why? Because I have true value inside of my own life that I'm already using. So to answer the question in my caption, right, because I know how the attention span is, what you want to do and what you can do is utilize a little bit of your money every month to invest inside of the same company that I'm invested in, right? Because I gotta show it to you. Xooma Worldwide, right? All natural health company. So the best example is myself, right? Because it's what I'm living. By me investing $100 bare minimum into drinking quality, clean, healthy, mineralized water, quality vitamins, minerals, on top of my regimen, working out, being plant-based. Now, you may not be plant-based. You may not work out as much as I do. You may work out more than I do. Who knows? But by taking a little bit of my money and attaching it to quality products that I'm going to use every day, right? I put myself in a position to help not just myself, but other people. right? So that's how I automate sustainable good health every day. Because I don't have to depend on anybody else in order to spend my money on what I know has proven to work for me and countless amounts of other people throughout the nation and throughout the world. Right? So that's how I automate sustainable good health. Because the health piece has to come first. So once I know that I no longer have to guess, wonder, and hope whether or not if something works or not. I know for a fact that I have direct access to an inventory, right, of quality, everything that my body needs on a cellular level to put back in, like what I just worked out. I worked out, I ran this week. I don't have to worry about crashing and burning. My body is going to get what it needs each and every day and some. So once I know for a fact, for myself, and through the testimonies of other people who have been utilizing these products longer than I have, and everybody saying the same thing, feeling the same way, I no longer have to, I don't have to question the validity or the ethics or anything when it comes down to the actual inventory or the products. So that's the health piece. Now this company, Xooma Worldwide, is basically saying, just by me being a member and me spending $100 on myself every month, not only does that provide me, with what I need for myself health-wise, but they are also saying, as a member, by me getting a membership package, that I also put myself in a position wherein I can monetize through referrals, right? By me simply sharing the same value that I'm already using for myself with other people. In a lot of cases people say, well, I don't know anybody, or I don't want to have to talk to people. But see, that's the thing. We are talking to people every day. We're talking to people up here every day. People are telling us about their high blood pressure. People are telling us about their diabetes. People are telling us about cancer. People are telling us about how they want to lose weight. They don't know what to do, right? So it's not so much about having to go and look for anybody to do anything. I continue to live my life on a daily basis just like you do. But when I encounter people who are looking for solutions, I have something to share. That's the health piece. But let's just say, you got a couple of bills, that you behind on. Or you don't know how you're going to pay all your bills, or you struggling paying all your bills. You have something, which is your membership, that you can monetize by sharing the same value with others. And when they shop through you and get their memberships through you, you have just created yourself another cash flow. You see? Because before we could talk about the bigger money, right? We got to talk about the basics. So what's the basics? You should be able to at least put your product, your $100 a month, on autopilot by referring 4 people. But just by you referring 4 people, right? 4 people who want the same things for themselves on a day-to-day health sustainable level that you want. When they spend the same amount of money on themselves that you spending on yourselves, you automatically break even. You see, because the money that you put into yourself is going to come right back to you. That's the sustainable piece. Now, let's just say, hey, you know what? You want an extra $300 to $500 a month. We're going to start off small, right? When those 4 people get 4 people, you have just put up to at least like $500 on autopilot. So not only have you automated your day-to-day health sustainability, now when the 4 people that each of them get 4 people, that's 20 people That's 20 people spending $100 a month, bare minimum, on themselves and their families each and every month. That the company is going to send you a check. So now you got your money for your products back, and now you got an extra $500, and that's not even counting the cash back, but I'm just keeping it simple, right? $500 a month. That means come what may, as long as you and your people spend that $100 on yourselves a month, that's $500 a month that you've automated. That's the equivalent of you having $500,000 to $600,000 in the bank at a 0.1 or 0.1% interest, month-to-month interest. In order for you to be able to get that residual income from your bank, you would have to have at least $500,000 to $600,000 in your bank in order to know that you're going to get a $500 check of interest, of profit off of your own money that you just got sitting in the bank not doing nothing for you. So if you have $500 automated, like I said, just keep it small. That's an asset. That's an asset. So what could an extra $500 a month that you don't have to clock in for, you don't have to sell time for, the only thing that you did was spend money with a company to get sustainable health products with other people together as a collective, and now you got $500 a month coming in every month of residual income. That's groceries. That means that you have just created an asset for yourself, and whatever it is that's costing you $500 a month, $200, it might be one or two bills, or one or two. It might be your grocery bill or your phone bill, or a phone bill and your grocery bill, or half of your grocery bill, depending on how large your family is. But the point is that you have just leveraged the cost, the monthly cost, not only of your products, but you have leveraged the cost of your month-to-month cost of living through consumerism. And what if you doubled that? What if you tripled that? You see, what if those 20 people went and got 4 people? Because it's no cap or ceiling on how much you could do. It's really up to you. You see what I'm saying? It's up to what you want to do and how you want to do it. It's an open playing field for you to duplicate and to create whatever it is that you want to create for you and yours with other people that want to create the same thing. So you may say, well, like I said, I don't know, I don't have people to talk to, or the people that I spoke to already are not interested. Let me ask you something. When you looking for a job, right, you might have filled out 5 or 10 applications and nobody called you back. Are you going to stop looking for a job if that's what you really want? Or are you going to keep filling out applications? You see, so you're more intentional when it comes down to looking for a job. But what about financial freedom? What about creating a new lifestyle for yourself? What about automating 2 or 3 of your bills in your household? What about automating all of your bills in your household? You see? So what I'm saying is, everybody that you talk to and present an opportunity to are not going to see your vision. It's up to you whether or not if you see the vision. So because it helps you to understand what type of mindsets and what type of people it's going to take in order to build what you want to build. So just because the first 2 or 3 family members or people in your community or people at your job or a few friends on your friends list or your Instagram account, just because you have not found or connected or met the people who want what you want out of life, it doesn't mean that you cannot have it. It doesn't mean that you cannot build it. It just means that you haven't met the right people yet. And in a lot of cases, you do have to step outside sometimes of what's familiar. It's no guarantee that your family is going to want to build what you want to build with you. It's no guarantee that your friends or your colleagues or the people that you know personally are going to see the same vision. That doesn't mean that those are still not your people. It doesn't mean that those are still not your family members. It doesn't mean that those are still not your loved ones. But a lot of people tend to give up on their vision and on their goals because the people that are familiar to them or familiar to you don't want to do or can't see themselves building or creating for themselves what you see yourself building and creating for yourself. But let me ask you this. Let's just say you wanted to be a physicist or you wanted to be an engineer or whatever it is. If you want to go to college or trade school or to become a plumber or electrician or whatever, right? Chances are most of the people in your family and people that you know are not going to say, hey, you know what, I want to do what you do. That's not going to stop them from being your friends. That's not going to stop them from being your family. That's not going to stop them from being whoever it is that they have been to you. It may be your spouse. It may be whoever. It just means that they don't share the same interest in living the same type of lifestyle that you live. So all of that's information that communicates that the profile for the type of person that you're looking for and that it's going to take in order for you to build what you want means that you're going to have to go to that particular school, or you're going to have to place yourself in that particular type of setting, or you're going to have to type in and look for the type of people or go to the places where people frequent that want the same type of lifestyle or who's already living the type of lifestyle that you want to live. It doesn't mean that you got to keep bumping your head up against the minds of the people that don't want to live the way how you want to live. You may have to you're going to have to go to the college or to the trade school, or you're going to have to step outside of familiar in order to get what you want in a lot of cases. It doesn't have to be what I'm talking about. If you want to go to the military, chances are your family, everybody in your family, your friends is not going to want to go to the military. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have to step outside and go to the environment that's going to help to cultivate you and to train you and to educate you in the field of thought or the school of thought or the expertise or the skill set that's conducive with who and what you really want to be, right? So this profile is a profile and a opportunity for those who you want to automate your bills. You want to automate your cost of living legally. You want to be a 1099. You want to be able to have tax write-offs when it's time to pay taxes. You want to get paid on the front and the back end. You see? And you want to write your own check. That's what this opportunity is for. You want sustainable, clean products going inside of your body every day. You want clean, healthy, mineralized water to drink each and every day. You're tired of all of the obstacles, all of the toxins, all of the poisons, all of the GMO, all of these things that's aimed at you. You're tired of feeling like you're being bombarded with problems. Like you're surrounded by problems, but you don't have tangible solutions. That's what type of people this is for. That's who this is for. Right? So if you're a person that doesn't want to have to worry about how are you going to sustain your health each and every day moving forward, this is for you. If you would like to automate 2 or 3 of your bills in your household to leverage your cost of living, just by you attaching your resources with other people of your choice who want the same thing, this is for you. You in groups, you on pages, you on social media every day. The old school way, yeah. A lot of the veterans, they built what they built the way that they built it. You know? And in a lot of cases are still building it that way. House to house, door to door. Phone calls, flying from city to city, state to state. It was a time where they didn't have social media. They had to depend on educating people with books and cassette tapes. Meeting at restaurants to sit down and draw up, compensation plans. Having to get up and talk to people, in front of rooms. The intimacy of the person to person. But, this is a technological age, right? It's not to say that those things don't work, because those things have proven to work for other people. The 10%, that is, right? But here we are in 2026. I could work out like how I did today, and I could grab my phone, and I could hit a button, and I could talk to people all over the world. This message right here has the potential and the ability to reach people city to city, state to state, township to township, parish to parish, country to country. You see, district to district. Without me getting on no plane, without me burning up no gas in no car. So we can communicate and we can convey messages and information and validate our true identity. You know that this is my real name. You see how I look, right? I have over 6 years of archive on this one page alone, telling you the same information. It takes nothing for me to do this. This is easy. It doesn't mean that you have to do it. You may already have 4 people on your friends list that you talk to every day, or on your Instagram, on your Snapchat, right? On your Twitch, on your Patreon, on your X, aka Twitter, right? There are people in your DMs right now that got $100 that will want to turn $100 a month put themselves in a position where they could collect $500 plus of residual income without you even ever having to physically step foot inside of each other's presences if you really don't want to. I have more people who I've never physically met in person who have come to trust me, who I talk to, who are using these products to this day that I've helped to point in the right direction. I haven't had to ship nothing, transfer nothing. I haven't had to handle no transaction. As a matter of fact, I have a gentleman over in the Netherlands. I've never been to the Netherlands, never stepped foot in the Netherlands. But because of this gentleman that I met over there, right, who cares about the health of his family, all he did was went through me, placed his order, the company took care of everything else. Now I'm responsible for helping to improve upon the health of people as far as the Netherlands. All the way across the water. What am I saying? Don't think that because the cost of living, the prices are going up, inflation, certain benefits being taken away, or certain bills being written, you don't have to be a victim of the environment. You don't have to be a victim of the environment. We are now living in a time where things are changing faster than ever before. AI, robotics, automation. There used to be a time where money was worth more than what it currently is in the current market. You used to be able to get more for your money than you could get for your money now. But they're saying $100,000 a month. I mean, $100,000 a year used to be a lot of money for a family. It's not worth as much. Why? Because the dollar is not worth as much in the market when it comes down to what you can buy and what you can afford and what you can actually get for a certain price. Not even fast food. You know, they want, like, what? I don't eat it, but those of you who do, you having to spend more money on one meal at the fast food joint. Right? So what I'm pointing out is that being an individual is cool, right? That's where it starts. But we're not living in the 70s and the 80s and the 50s, the 60s, the 70s and the 80s no more. It's 2026. We closer to 2030. Things are going to continue to rapidly change. So selling time for money is cool on one level, but you still got the same 24 hours that everybody else does. You're not going to be able to continue to sell more time to get more money to keep up with the rising cost, the continual rising cost of living is what I'm saying. So at some point or another, the people are going to have to see the value in one another, in us working together, shopping together, earning together through collective consumerism. That's an option. I'm not saying that that's the only way, but it's a way. So for those of you who you're looking to leverage day-to-day good sustainable health, right? And you would like to automate a few bills inside of your house. It could be a phone bill. It could be your car note. It could be your insurance. What if that was already taken care of? Besides, outside of the money that you already got to go and sell time at the job to work for to get, is what I'm saying. Because I'm not trying to tell you, like, yo, go quit your job today or nothing like that. That's not realistic. If you don't have anything to replace it with, then what you going to do? Especially if you already put yourself in a position where you owe, all of these different people in order to live when it comes down to your cost of living, What I'm saying is if you use this program to automate 2 or 3 of your bills, right? That's 2 or 3 bills less that you have to come out of pocket for the money that you work for to get a check every week or every other week, right? Whether you get 4 checks a month or 2 checks a month. If you automate 2 or 3 of the bills in your house just by improving upon your health with other people, shopping with the same company, and getting some kickback, that $500 a month could very easily be $1,000 a month. It's really up to you. So I'm gonna continue to tell you, because moving forward, these videos that I make, they're gonna be here, right? All I gotta do is hit a button, it's gonna be here. You can always listen to this another day. Whether you catch it when I'm doing it or not doesn't matter. I'm just letting you know that the time is now for more people to start monetizing our connections. It's not just all about getting on social media and utilizing each other for a feel-good moment, or to validate your thought process, or to create these echo chambers of people that agree with you in whatever it is your thought process or your school of thought or your philosophy may be, right? That's all good when it comes down to inspiration, motivation, I guess validating whatever your thought process is. But at the end of the day, everybody that's getting off of these platforms and going back into your reality offline, you still need good health every day. Clean, healthy water. Your children need healthy juice, right? A lot of people have health issues that could very well be resolved or at least improved upon. And I never met a person who that's saying, well, you know what? It could not help me to leverage my cost of living, wherein I wouldn't have to sell my time. Even the richest men in the world are still seeking to compound their own interests. So it's beyond me to think and to believe that those who are not multi-mega billionaires could not benefit from being able to leverage the cost of living moving forward in this rapidly increasing hyperinflation economy. So that's what I wanted to put up here today. If you got any questions, whether it's today, tomorrow, whatever, like I said, the video gonna be here. Get with me. If you want to take a little bit, turn it into something that can help you to leverage the cost of your living, and sustain your health on a day-to-day basis without having to wonder or worry or guess whether or not if it works or not, Xooma Worldwide is a place for you. What you can expect from me is those of you that are serious, and I see you serious, if you reach out to me, I get on the phone with you. I have 6 years of resources in regards to articles, links, PDFs, right? So I'm here to work with you. If I'm here to help you in the ways that you want to help yourself. But if you say you're going to do something, you don't do it, or whatever, I'm not the type to chase you. I'm the type, you get your products, I'm going to follow up with you. If you're supposed to follow me, if you follow me, ask me a question, I'm going to give you a whole regimen in regards to how to use it, the best way to use it. When it comes down to your health and your products, I'm going to let you know the best way to get the best results. But if you don't do the follow-ups, if you don't get back with me, I'm not going to run you down, because I'm going to be like, all right, well, you on your own path. You doing your own thing. I'm going to always give you my best recommendation. You know I'm not a doctor, none of that, but I'm saying I've been using these products long enough, looking into these products. I know how they work, best way to use them, things like that. And if I don't know, somebody else knows better than I know. So that whatever I don't know, I could gain access to whatever it is that I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Because the information is there. But we're not here to run people down, to beg you, convince you, none of that. This is a free opportunity. When I say free opportunity, it's a free space for you to have your way, to pay your own way, and to get what you want out of it. It's a free will space in regards to nobody has to chase me down or run me down in order to use these products, because I know they work. Whatever you see me doing, I'm doing it by way of my own free will. I'm sharing what I want to share by way of my own free will. So that's what I'm saying. So you put your word on something, you either going to do it or you not. If somebody tell you, oh, I'm going to place an order, or I'm going to do this today or tomorrow or next week, and they don't do it, hey, that's on them. They're the ones that didn't get what they need for their body. You see? Don't let that stop you from doing what you got to do for yourself. That's my mindset. People are going to tell you they're going to do things. You never know what might have came up or whatever in their life or whatever. People have things that's going on. My point is, don't let certain things discourage you from doing what you got to do for yourself, because that's where it begins. You will eventually meet people that want the same lifestyle and the quality of life that you want. But we can't make people do anything that they don't want to do. I'm looking for the people that's looking for me, that want what I want, an automated lifestyle. Your cost of living is automated. Got access to top shelf grade A, you know what I'm saying? Top shelf quality natural products. So a lot of the problems that people are sending me, I don't have those problems. I'm not gonna worry about. I'm not a worrier. I'm a warrior. I train. I do what I gotta do. I put the best things in my body. I work out. I run. I take care of myself, and I deal with quality people. So a lot of the things that people send, when you send things, it's like, okay, I know that exists. I know about that. Okay, yeah, okay, that exists, but I don't have to worry about that because it don't have no power over me. That's what I want for you. I don't want you to have to live your life wondering about how you're going to bring your blood pressure down, wondering about how you're going to bring your A1C down. I love getting the reports and getting feedback from people saying that when they went to the doctor, the cholesterol is down, A1Cs is down. Once you find a solution, I don't have to keep looking for something that I've already found. Once you find the answer to something, that's one less problem that you got to think about. You see? So stop thinking that your problems is everybody else's problems. Because there's a lot of problems that I see people have. Those are not my problems, because I've already solved those problems. I've already put myself in a position where I don't have to think about those types of things through my own decisions. That's what this is about. We're duplicating better decisions, better quality of life, automating healthy, good, day-to-day sustainable health. And for those that want to get the money, you can automate a few bills in your house. If not all of them, it's up to you. Nobody can make you share information. Nobody can get I can't make you tell somebody else what products work for you or what benefits you got from doing X, Y, Z. That's something that you have to want to do. You see? So, I'm prolonging this because I want to make sure that I got everything off my mind, because I want you to know moving forward, things are going to get harder, but not for everybody. Things are only going to get harder for the people that don't take action. Things are only going to get harder for people that don't take action when they're supposed to take action. I'm not sitting around worrying about my health. You see what I'm saying? I'm not worried about what they're doing to the food supply and all that. Now, will I tell you about it? Yeah, if I see a recall, or if I see something that I think is threatening or a danger to the greater public, I will post it. I will share the article. But once again, I can't make you read it. I can't make you take heed to it. You see? So I'm going to do my part, but it's really still up to you when it comes down to what you choose to do and what you choose not to do. I'm going to do me regardless. I'm going to apply the information. I'm going to continue to be a student. I'm going to continue to learn what I need to learn moving forward. I'm going to continue to make the adjustments. I'm going to continue to do what works. Where are the people at that want real change? That's my question to you. We could talk about problems all day, all week, every week, all month, all year. But until we actually come together and actually move together as one to correct and fix and solve what we can together and stop thinking about just the self all the time, then there's a lot of people that, it's going to get harder and harder and harder because you keep trying to do everything by yourself. You see? You isolated yourselves into these little bubbles and you're trying to figure everything out on your own. There's a lot of things you don't have to figure out on your own. The answer's already there. All the thing you got to do is just plug right into it. But you got to be a team player. You know, there's a lot of people that's losing their houses out here. There's a lot of people that's losing losing furniture, having their leases, getting evicted. There's a lot of people that's taking a lot of L's out here. You know, but you don't have to be one of them. You know, you don't got to be worried about when you go to the doctor what the diagnosis or what the test is going to say or what it's going to reveal, because you know you've been on your A game when it comes down to your day-to-day health sustainability. You know, you don't got to worry about that if you do what you got to do. But it's when you are not doing what you know you ought to do and you know you've been doing more of the wrong things to yourself, then that's when you're concerned about whether or not if you go to the doctor, if this is what's going to happen, because you know you haven't been doing the right thing. You know you haven't been doing what you're supposed to do. You see? So instead of just looking at social media as somewhere to come and emotionally dump, in order to debate, why we not using social media in order to get this money? Because just like how we up here every day, we could be creating cash flow. We could be helping you to automate some of them bills inside of your household. We could be helping you to get off some of them medications that you know you don't want to take every day. We could be helping you to lose some of that weight. We could be doing all of the above. You see? So it's all about what you utilize these platforms for. You see? So, because I know everybody not going to want to do everything. I'm looking for the people that want to do it. So if you one of those people, get with me. And let's automate good, sustainable health, daily health. And let's see about, helping you to automate a couple of them bills. You know what I'm saying? That because you got residual bills. You got residual bills. And I'm always keep saying residual bills need residual income. So with that, I'm out of here. Enjoy y'all weekend. I may put this on my YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Because it's easy for me to hit a button and just tell you about what's real. The rest is up to you. Why not get this good health? And why not automate your money, automate your bills, wherein you don't got to be stressed out about and you got to ask yourself. I want you to ask yourself this question: if you saying you know all these people or whatever, right? And they always telling you about all of their problems, but when you present them with real tangible solutions, they reject it. It's not just like I said, they still your people, but those are not the people that you meant to build with. You see, and never ever be afraid to meet new people. You see, you're not afraid to get up here on social media and talk to people and tell people all your business about this, about that, talk about everything under the sun. My challenge to you is this, before I go. Why you not talking about how to get this money? Why we talk about everything else. Why not talk about how you can get this money and get your health up together? Just like how you be on all these posts, all this other stuff we talking about. Why not talk about how we can get financially free? And not just talk about it, do it. We got technology. Before, they used to have to go house to house to have these conversations. Set up meetings. Fly here, fly there. Go here, go there. You don't got to do that no more. All you got to do is hit a button. You got Zoom. You can do face chat. Video chat. It's so many things that you can do right now in order to bridge the gap between I don't got to be in Chicago or New York or California in order to talk to somebody in New York or Cali or wherever. I'm going to keep telling y'all, my vision of what I see is all across the nation creating financial freedom and good sustainable health for all of those who are involved. And it's a smaller investment as $100 a month. There's a lot of y'all smoking up $100, way more, smoking up way more than that, drinking up way more than that a month, and not making nothing off of it. So it's beyond me to believe that you don't have $100 to invest in a whole new lifestyle, creating a whole new lifestyle. Well, you don't, I'm gonna keep telling you this. You don't gotta ship nothing. You don't gotta warehouse nothing. You don't gotta create no product because the product's already created. You don't gotta box it up. You don't gotta buy no boxes because they box it up. The company and everything already exists. It's similar to drop shipping. We could be flipping these memberships. And the more we flip these memberships, the more cash flow we create. You can't tell me if you had 1,000 or 2,000 or 3, whatever the number is, on autopilot. Right? Just like a lot of y'all sit around wait. I had to get back with that call because I'm finished this. Just like a lot of y'all sitting around waiting on whether it's WIC, SNAP, or Social Security check or whatever, retirement check. It's still automated money. You know that money is coming regardless of no matter if you was just asleep every day all day, you know that money coming. I'm here to tell you we could create that with Xooma Worldwide. It's the same principle. Same principle. When you imagine you got a certain amount of money, bills a month, and you don't have to go to work. Say you get to that point, well, your cost of living is on autopilot. That's very attractive. That's very attractive to me. So if it's attractive to you, get with me. I got a call I got to make. I'll talk to y'all later. I've been on here longer than I anticipated. But some of y'all gonna see it and some of y'all won't. Those that see it, take action. Your life won't have to keep getting harder. Your life will get easier and your quality of life will get better. I'm out of here.